Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here. I really don't know how to start this thing. So there's a question that's scrolling down below. Sorry about the flickering. What gives someone the confidence to walk up to a stranger and just start spewing something bigoted and racist at them? Because that just happened to me. Not just, about an hour ago. I was driving to one of my stores, or I was parked in the parking lot. And before I went in, I was smoking, and I decided to do some stupid stuff. I downloaded Instagram. I figured it's about time SD GameSwap had an Instagram. So I downloaded the app. I was setting stuff up, and this guy walks up to me and just says to me, "California, full of liars, thieves, the N-words, faggots, and homosexuals." And how you doing, Richie? Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, what? Because I was kind of caught off guard by it. He basically repeated it, then called me a faggot and a homosexual. Now, I'm sitting in my car just like I am now. I never didn't say anything to him to begin with. He's the one who walked up to me to say this. At that point, I got out of my car. And how you doing, Kat?
I am okay.
Were you listening in?
It's.
I'm getting an echo now.
Yep, give me 1 second.
You got it taken care of?
Better?
Yes.
Back up.
Richie says hi to you.
Hi, Reggie. So what happened?
Okay, I'll start over. I was about to go inside one of my stores, and I decided, since I was smoking and I needed about 5 or 6 minutes to kill, I was going to download Instagram. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm setting it up, trying to figure out how I can change certain things on it. When a guy walks up to me, I haven't said anything to him. He just walks up to me and says, "California, full of liars, thieves, liars, thieves, the N-word, faggots, and homosexuals."
Well, those last two words mean the same thing.
And then I'm like, first I just go, what? He repeats it essentially, and then calls me a faggot and a homosexual too.
But, huh?
So I got out of my car, and I'm calling him a bigot and a racist. He starts basically calling me, he's saying, you're fat, you're a faggot, you're a homosexual, you're an N-word lover, you're a, I'm probably gay. And then he's like, what are you going to do about it? You going to hit me? And I'm like, no, I'm not stupid enough to hit you. And he's like, yeah, that's about what I thought. And he just keeps spewing shit as he's walking inside the store. Now, let me bring up his comment. Yeah, pretty much, Richie. Obviously, he's a bigot. And since he was going inside the store, he walks inside the store, and I go back to my car to lock it. Who else is coming up? We got Elihu. I'm hoping it's you. I'm not gonna vet you right now. I'm too pissed.
Hey, Lahu.
Now remember, I work inside the Walmarts, so people know me inside the store. I go up to one of the security guys. I actually I quickly set a live stream in case I ran inside him, and I've set it to private. That's how I got the screen capture of. If you look at the thumbnail, that's what he looked like. You know,
I did not
little
look at the thumbnail. Sorry, I was in a restaurant. I got your text messages.
it's blurry. It's the best I could do. I didn't get a good signal inside the store. But he's wearing his little Trump hat, sunglasses, shirt, and I'm talking to one of the security guards and one of the coaches. They said they're going to keep an eye out for him. And of course, as soon as I'm telling him, he's coming out of the bathroom right there. I'm like, oh, he's right there. And this guy had the audacity to tell them I attacked him in the parking lot and that I was calling him the racist stuff and the slurs. Now, to make you understand this, the security guard and the coach we were talking to were both black and both know me.
oh my gosh! In your position, your unique position, Walmart policy has right to refuse service to anybody. Hey, security! You can legally take him off this property right now.
That's what they did. They immediately escorted him out. Now, I did fuck up. I got to admit, I fucked up because originally the coach was like, look, if he's here, you got to walk away, dude. I started to walk away, but then that's when I overheard him say, hey, he's the one who attacked me. He's the one who was saying this stuff. And that's when I turned around and I was like, no, that was you and you know it. But to his credit, the Walmart staff told me to walk away the second time, and I did. And this time I stayed away.
Okay, good boy.
But I wanted to hit this motherfucker so hard. I wanted to knock his fucking Trump hat off.
But dude, you pulled a millennial. You got online and started streaming.
I told Mrs. Vile, I either need to go play Fallout and shoot stuff or do a live stream to vent. Because I honestly don't understand the confidence of these people to walk up to a complete and utter stranger and start spouting racist and bigoted bullshit.
It's because if you're wearing one of those hats, you can get away with shit. You can attack a cop and get a pardon.
I guarantee you that the reason he called me a faggot and a homosexual was because I was wearing a pink bandana.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So he saw me wearing a pink bandana and felt that he needed to say racist and bigoted shit to me.
So for reference, I just need to point this out. The F slur and homosexuals mean the same thing, and all I can think is him so confidently saying both of them like they're slurs.
And the thing is, I didn't even think to defend myself when because what would be the point when he goes, "Oh, you're a faggot." No, I have a girlfriend. I have 2 separate baby mamas, more if you count the sperm donations. And what does it matter? 2 of my kids are not straight, and I love them unconditionally.
I was like, hi, one of them is currently on the stream.
Yeah.
Dude, if that would have happened to me, I'm like, welcome to Trump country. Remember blacks are Trump? Remember gays are Trump? Welcome to Trump country, dude.
I mean, you said you were also Trump with his boyfriend, fucking Elon Pelon.
Now, I'm not stupid enough to have hit the guy, even though I really fucking wanted. I mean, it's still, my hand just wants to form a fist right now. But if he had said that to Caddy or Vile Style, I would have.
I would have been filming it.
I would have gone to jail tonight.
Caddy be hopping on the streams like, my daddy can't make it. He got like this and this, and I'm gonna go back to sleep. Stream's over. Bye.
So,
Dude.
Of course, I texted Mrs. Vile saying, "I'm pissed. I'll tell you about it later." And after I left the store, I called her. But yeah, I said, "Look, I'm gonna either need to shoot stuff or do a live stream." And since I'm in the car and the car's running, I'm not grabbing my bottle of whiskey just in case. But I really could use a drink.
I was going
I
to ask
mean,
about the alcohol situation because you are in your car.
Have I told you? Have I told you guys my favorite word to call Trump supporters and people like that wearing MAGA hats?
What's
You
your
call
favorite
them
new word?
maggots.
Yeah. The thing I've been doing lately is calling it a cult cap.
Yeah.
Well, the hats are getting more expensive now. 145% tariff on those hats. So
Like I said,
yeah, Cat. Yeah, Richie's right.
Yeah. Maybe I should keep that Klingon dog I have in the car from now on, or my Stargate Jaffa blade. Unfortunately, the Jaffa knife I've got was used in Stargate as the Jaffa knife. It was also used in Star Trek Nemesis as one of the Romulan knives. But that is a real knife produced by Gil Hibbons Knife Company.
cool.
And this thing could actually kill a motherfucker. Pardon my language.
So it's not a weapon; it's a movie prop.
No, it is a real weapon. They just happen to use in those series.
So technically, it's a movie prop.
Well, yeah. Gil Hibben is the guy that designed. He was one of the guys that helped design the Batleth, and he also designed Rambo's makeshift machete.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you ever get pulled over, and an officer asks you if you have any weapons in the car, say, "I have one that could be considered one, but it's a movie prop. Would you like to see it?" That's all you got to say. You don't say, "Yeah, I have a blade here." No. Do the words. I have one that may be considered, but it's a movie prop. Would you like to see it?
I'm
Those
still
are legal
just
words to
sitting
say,
here
man.
like I do stand by what my dad said, which is I don't understand how people have so much overwhelming confidence, but also I have dealt with people like that. I used when I was walking places with friends, there was people that would stand on the side of the road and yell at you to vote Trump.
I remember those guys at that specific intersection in Poway. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things to do at that point was piss them off by simply playing songs. I had played American Idiot. I played Made in America.
You got to remember this: when you see someone wearing one of those kind of hats, you have to talk to them like they're in kindergarten. Explain to them small, simple words and speak very slowly.
Oh, I once asked one of them if the reason they act like this is because they peaked in high school.
Well, I wish the video I had was better resolution. As I said, unfortunately, the signal strength for my phone inside the store wasn't too good, as it was technically a live stream because I didn't have enough memory on my phone to actually record anything. And I don't know why people are in such a rage. I mean, I know why I'm in a rage right now. And it was because of that motherfucker.
Here's the sad truth. They think they're right.
Yeah, I guarantee you when he retells this story, I'm going to be the villain because he's going to say that I gave him some sort of look, and that's why he had to say what he said.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I say this in the nice way, Dad. You do kind of just have a general pissed off face.
Well,
I was trying to figure out Instagram. Of course, I was mad. I probably had a pissed off face.
Dude, that little button on Instagram is. What were you trying to figure out on Instagram? How to go live on Instagram?
No, I was trying to figure out because when I signed up using my Facebook account.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to change your name and crap.
I was trying to figure out how to change the name and use the GameSwap account because
Oh,
the
you click on your little
GameSwap
icon on
account.
your bottom right, the little face on
Well,
the bottom right.
I haven't figured that out yet. I was literally that's what I was working on when this guy came up to me. I was just trying to figure out how to switch it out so that it would be because the GameSwap page only exists because of my personal account. It has to be attached to it. Because even though it's a business page, it's not a professional business page because I refuse to give Facebook any money for it.
Yeah.
Even though when like Mrs. Vile sends me a reel to watch, like the next thing I get is an ad from Facebook saying, "Click here if you want to make an advertisement for Facebook using," and it shows me the GameSwap logo. It's like half of their ads for me are to use them to make ads for me, if that makes sense.
I am honestly, all I know is like I want the blind confidence that those fucks have. Like I so desperately want to be able to just have no thoughts behind my eyes and be able to be like fervently wrong about something.
No, you're often enough wrong when you're with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say verbally wrong. Oh, come on.
But like, so, I want to have the like no thoughts behind my eyes, blind confidence about everything.
No, you don't.
I would like to be able to have it sometimes, just when I'm right about things.
But it still just boggles my mind how people. I mean, I've seen it a bunch of times. Not recently, like after Trump got elected, it happened like several times in a single week. But since then, a lot of it died down a lot, at least in my experiences. But still, to have someone just walk up to you and say shit like that, I mean, I just don't understand
the mentality and audacity of people.
Yeah, I would never walk up to somebody and say, Klingons suck. Or, Discovery sucks. Even if I think Discovery sucks.
It's one thing to walk up to someone you know and say off the wall shit.
But something sporadic like that, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But like to strangers?
I mean, literally, just walking up to somebody sitting in their car, smoking a cigar, holding their phone, and you had to say something bigoted and racist to them.
Dude. I legitimately am like...
I kind of agree with you for seasons 1 and 2.
But
I'm not going to walk up to a stranger and say that.
I would.
I mean, something I learned recently was, do you know how deaf people, when they talk about like presidents, they will come up with a sign for each of their names?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Dad, would you like to tell everyone how the deaf talk how they've made this sign for President Trump?
Is it the same sign as Aeroshat does to the?
No, they make fun of his fucking hair.
Oh, I thought it was Aeroshat's. Eternal Aeroshat does this. Basically calling everybody an asshole.
No, so for Obama they do O, B, and then they turn the B into a flag. For Trump, they make fun of his fucking hair.
Yep.
and he's making that video about low water pressure, washing my beautiful hair. I'm like, dude, you want to wash your hair? Just throw your wig in the damn washing machine.
Again, I'm convinced all that fucking fake tan has had to have fried his goddamn brain.
Well, I think that's why he switched to bronzer.
Fair point.
Even though, I don't know, that amount of bronzer caked on can't be good for your health either. But
I mean, me and one of my friends always state that Trump isn't even far right. He's just far. If you give him enough money, he'll spout whatever the fuck you want him to spout.
well, remember, he was pro-trans at one point and pro-gay. Because what was it? Or Caitlyn Jenner was even,
Yeah.
supporting of him and everything. There was even that whole gays for Trump movement for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were trying to do the, let's just be LB, or was it LB?
LGBT.
Yeah, LGB minus the T. And then when he started spouting off about how the gays are bad too, most of them seem to have fled.
Immediately fucked off. Like I have said,
he
Trump
was
isn't
also,
even like I said, Trump isn't even far right. He's just far. If you give him enough money, he'll start spouting shit for the left. I guarantee it.
he has been, because he started going, oh, TikTok is bad. Democrats like, no, it's not. They're like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, it is. Then Republicans like, wait, no, it's not. Unban it.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
still can't believe the people who are like, Trump is pro millennial and pro Gen Alpha or pro Gen Z or something because he saved TikTok. I'm like, saved him from who?
China still has the algorithm. Come on, they have to tell the rest of the algorithm. Nobody else does.
Oh, I mean, some people on there's been a thing on TikTok where like apparently people are randomly following like Trump's accounts post ban.
No, I certainly don't. I had to block a
Oh.
whole bunch of stuff to fix my algorithm.
So apparently, and I'm not kidding, if you had TikTok installed during the ban, I uninstalled it. And some of my friends went like, yeah, I logged in after the ban was lifted, and a bunch of people were talking like, yeah, I logged in, and all of a sudden I'm following Trump and I have a bunch of Trump stuff on my For You
people were
page. It was weird. I never followed him before the ban.
Yeah, people were complaining they were seeing Don Jr. post. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought I blocked him.
Yeah.
Oh hell, I just got a notification. I got my first follower on Instagram, Joanna.
Oh, hang on. Let me follow you on Instagram. Hang on. Let me open up my Instagram. Hang on.
No,
I'll do it
it's
later.
under my real name, and I don't want to give out my real name right now.
Oh, okay. Send
So,
me in Blue Sky. Send me in Blue
Yes,
Sky.
my father. I don't know why my initial thought was to go to Richard Nixon. I was like, nope.
you know what's
Tricky dick.
funny, sweetheart? You know what picture I still have on Facebook is?
What?
When Caddy, oh god, this is gonna definitely show how old I am. About 20 or almost 20 years ago, I was taking a nap on the couch. I had a cowboy hat on and it was partially covering my face so I could take a nap. I had left a camera on the coffee table. And Caddy somehow at only about a year or a year and a half of age took a picture of me using that camera. Because I just wake up, the camera's moved. It was on the corner, and now it was towards the middle of the table. And it's not like I could ask her, "Did you take a picture of me?" Because she's just like, "Dad." But you could tell from the height of the person taking the picture that it was her. And the other fact is, no one else was in the house. And that's been my Facebook picture for at least 19 years.
I'm trying to think, like, what are other things I can point out?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, sorry, this just came across my feed. You know how these people just walk into these places and just start stealing stuff? Well, at Faux 21 in the East Bay, a guy walked in and just stole one of those serviceable robots.
No, there was one I found out. It's a video of a black kid walking into a phone store and cutting all the security cords and stealing all the phones. And if you actually watch the video, there's like a cop car sitting outside. Yeah, the whole thing was staged.
Color me shocked.
But the outrage later on, in the comments was like, because it reportedly happened in San Francisco, was like, this is what they're allowing in California, and I'm like, yeah, the whole thing was staged, dude.
Oh my god.
This has nothing to do with like politics, but
This doesn't have to be a politics stream. It just needs to be event stream.
I was just gonna bring up.
Right now.
I was just gonna really quickly bring up the Minecraft movie because they did something really nice for those who've been in the Minecraft community for a while. I know you guys probably heard me talk about him before, but one of my favorite YouTubers in 2020 until his passing was Technoblade.
I remember you telling me about when he passed. That was about it.
He passed because of sarcoma, and he essentially raised a lot of money for sarcoma, and after he passed, any of the proceeds that you would, if you'd bought from his shop, went to his little siblings' college funds. Really good guy all around.
Well, Richie says his kid loved the Minecraft movie. I haven't seen it. I have no interest in seeing it.
I started to watch it. I was like, "This is stupid."
There's a tribute to him. Techno, his Minecraft skin was pretty simple. It was the pig wearing a king costume, and he had a crown. And essentially, the pig in a crown became his brand.
So that's what he meant by it. That's a legend.
Yeah. So when the pig walks by, and they ask, "Is that a king?" And Steve goes, "No, that's a legend." That was a tribute to Techno.
Huh.
So putting that in the movie is probably, I'm glad they did something like that for the fans of the community. Not necessarily fans of the game, fans of the community.
Yeah. Actually, there's even the way that because they talked about how that tribute came into pass, and it was actually because of one of the actors, the little kid, or not the little kid, the like teen boy actor who had been into the Minecraft community brought it up to one of the directors of the film and asked for that to be put in because of how big of an impact Techno had to the community as a whole.
I only thought Minecraft got such a good revenue stream was because of the 5-minute Superman clip.
No.
Oh. It was kind of like I forgot the name of the movie, but when episode 3 came out, the preview was only in that one, and people left as soon as the preview ended. But that movie got like the highest rating box office opening weekend because of Star Wars. I forgot what movie that was. Oh, that's what that
button does. Okay, sorry. There's been a button that says share your referral link.
No,
so I hit the button twice.
The Minecraft community and the game itself has been like really big for a lot of years, mainly because of Let's Players, but also the game's ability to be modded and changed, and storytellers. One of my big things, and how I really got into the Minecraft community, was actually through Minecraft roleplay series. Specifically one by Aphmau. She still does Minecraft roleplay stuff to this day. Now it's mostly for little kids, but honestly, if you ever want to, I would legitimately check her out. She's, especially her older stuff, it's definitely it is definitely of its time period, but it's nostalgic for me specifically.
Hey Mike, can you share a screen? Can you share a screen?
Yes, I can share a screen. I can't share my screen because of
phone. Never mind. Sorry.
Why?
I put something. I shared something to your Blue Sky page. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, I can't share my screen. I can unless I bust out the laptop. I mean, I could do that, but
yeah.
Okay, Caddy, open it up. Share for him. Let him share.
He's not on my Blue Sky. I don't think she has a Blue Sky.
I don't. You're correct. But yeah, that was like a really cool tribute that they did. Apparently they actually did a lot of tributes to the Minecraft community. At least some of the like biggest YouTubers that had been like powering Minecraft to being the game that damn near ruled the world for a while. They invited a bunch of them.
I can't remember what it was. It was either Disney or Clone Wars or one of the sequel trilogy movies. I can't remember which one. Featured in the background a pink R2D2 droid, so astromech. And that pink one was based on a father who made it in honor of his little girl who passed away. And Disney was like, we love your videos. We're going to put this in when something. I can't remember what it was. It was just a background thing. But yeah, so that pink astromech, which I can't remember the name of it, but the name of it, they gave it officially, is like related to the little girl's name.
That's cute.
If someone wants to look it up for me and post it in the chat, I just can't remember what it is offhand. But
what are you looking for?
The pink astromech that was in Star Wars.
Okay, R2K2.
It was just R2K2. I thought it had something to do with her name.
No, R2K2. That's all it is.
It could be that her name started with a K.
Probably. And Mrs. Viles in the chat. How you doing, babe?
Hola, Mrs. Cardenas.
Hola, Mari.
By the way,
I definitely agree, Richie.
I'm going to say something you haven't seen on the news today. There's been a massive butter recall, Cabot Creamery butter, in 7 states because of fecal contamination. Have you heard that on the news? No, you have not. I'm telling it to you right now.
What's really funny is
also Asia is buying gold and dumping U.S. treasuries.
Great.
Which means dollar's crashing.
It already dropped 90% of its value. Or sorry, I take that back. It dropped 10% of its value. I don't know if it's dropped even further.
It bottled up just under 1.
I'm only trying to hit it once. It keeps bringing stuff up twice. So
Is my profile picture becoming more and more a reality?
probably. I mean, I guarantee you in a few years there's going to be a Luigi Mangialone musical.
Yeah. I think there's already one being written, fun fact.
I think I know who's going to star in it. Jeremy fucking Jordan.
Dude, I can wish.
For that one right now.
Currently he's in, I want to say it's Floyd Collins, the musical? I'd have to look it up.
Never heard of it?
One second.
Time's up.
All right, and then I'll vent about something else that Mrs. Vile shared. Actually, she shared it to me just before this whole altercation with this guy happened. She sent me a thing saying that Trump is going to withhold water shipments to Tijuana.
Yeah,
because Mexico is going through a drought and can't supply Texas with the water they agreed to in a treaty from several years ago. I don't know how long ago because I didn't read the full article she sent me. Sorry, babe.
I have the post here. One moment. Where is it?
You want to bring up the Routers article? I don't know when the treaty was signed.
I'm trying to.
If the treaty was signed in the 18th or the 19th century, I'm going to be pissed that he's going back that far.
Let me go to Truth Social.
I am in fact correct.
Oh my gosh! I've just been blocked by Truth Social.
You've been blocked by Truth Social?
I have
What?
been blocked by True Social, so sorry you've been blocked. You're unable to access TrueSocial.com. Holy fucking shit! Okay,
Trump.
so much for looking up Donald Trump's information and finding out what's up with the president. What's his policies now? I guess I can't see the policies of the president. Wow, since the news didn't report it.
Well, if you go to my Blue Sky, you'll see a screenshot.
Also, I was in fact correct. He is currently starring in Floyd Collins the Musical, a folk-inspired musical based on the true story of a Kennedy cave explorer who became trapped 200 feet underground in 1925.
I gotta post this. Hang on a second.
They're literally doing Manning Cave.
What?
Okay, there's a very famous plagiaristic video that was posted on YouTube called Manning Cave. I believe that's the story from it.
Huh. But yeah, no, that's the musical. It's called Floyd Collins. It's by Tina. I don't know how to pronounce that last name.
Well, to go back for what I'm saying, so basically, because of a drought in Mexico, Trump is so that Mexico can't give Texas water. He's going to try to screw over Tijuana, which is along the California border.
Okay, I'm looking up Mexico water. Mexico water what?
I would just look up like Mexico-U.S. water treaty or something like that. Because I don't know exactly what treaty they're talking about.
1944, the Colorado River and Rio Grande.
So they're talking about the Rio Grande.
Let's see. The U.S. and Mexico share water from the Colorado River and Rio Grande under the 44 Treaty. Mexico is supposed to send 1.7 million acre feet of Rio Grande water to the U.S. every 5 years, while the U.S. delivers 1.5 million acre feet of Colorado River to Mexico annually. Basically, we get more than they do. So let's see. Tensions have flared because Mexico's deliveries have fallen short by about 75,000 acre feet last year, according to some claims. Hurting Texas farmers who rely on water for crops. Mexico's own drought and growing agricultural demands like cattle and pecans will strain its ability to comply. On the flip side, U.S. must have met obligations to drought its forced cuts in Colorado River deliveries, which the treaty allows. Recently, the U.S. denied Mexico's request for extra Colorado water. With Tijuana's having cities treaty violations. This was first in 80 years. Let's see. Deliveries, but drought and domestic needs make it tricky. Both sides are navigating delicate balance, water critical, yada, yada, yada. That's what I found.
Okay, so yeah, he's going back to a treaty from 1944 to basically be a dick to Mexico because they're going through a drought.
Sorry, all I can think right now is are we surprised that Trump's being a dick?
No.
I'm fairly sure that's all he knows how to be.
But
he knows 4 things: be Trump, be orange, be a dick, be dumb.
And Richie, as funny as that is, no, the Gulf of California should definitely stay the Gulf of California. Maybe we can change, San Diego Bay to from Mission Bay to Vile Mike Bay. That I'll take. And Richie says you're right, Caddy.
Thank you.
I'm surprised he didn't really name the Gulf MAGA. Maritime Area Greater America.
I mean, sorry, getting back off the Trump topic really quick, and back onto the Jeremy Jordan topic because that's so much better.
Well, unfortunately, I have to agree with you on that.
So.
I was gonna say, so I had something brought to my realization recently, which is, when it comes to his actual Broadway roles he takes, he has a he has 3 tropes that he tends to follow, or at the very least, you can essentially put each of his roles into one of 3 areas, and sometimes they overlap. Which is his roles somehow always include at least one of 3, which is either has an accent, has a hat, or dies.
Oh, and regarding what happened earlier today, I have a brief message.
And now, a special message from some of the Vile children.
You're gay. How'd you know?
Oh, I love that so much. I don't know if I'm just like I want to just make a card that just has Trump's name in it, and I want to put it in like rainbow glitter pen and just mail that to him. That's it. That is all he needs. Just his name in rainbow glitter.
I don't think he'll actually get to that with the glitter, so.
No, what I like is I saw on TikTok there was a guy that has been putting who got fake business cards made for Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and a bunch of other politicians like that. And he would leave them on people's Cybertrucks saying, "Sorry, I hit your car. Here's my information." Now, he wouldn't actually hit their car, but he was doing that and then videotaping them walking around their car multiple times. And yeah, I thought that was funny. I don't know why.
Well, if he accidentally scratches the car by accident, he can still go to jail. But if it's a Honda or a Buick, don't worry. Scratch all you want. Cut the tires. No problem.
Well, what he was doing is he was tucking it into the window, the driver's side window, so they'd see it.
And somebody can say, "Yeah, he scratched the glass. Oh, scratched the car. It's a felony. Don't be careful next time, dude. It's a Tesla. Seriously, I'm not kidding around and telling you. Seriously, be careful next time."
You know what? If I were to do it, I'd do it a little bit more conniving. I would say I would put it as like the Crusader newspaper. Say, journalist for the Crusader newspaper. Make sure that it has the Nazi symbol on it and like a Tesla symbol to make it even more funny. And leave that saying, and with the phone number for the Crusader newspaper, if they have one. I don't know if they actually have one. And then say, "Sorry I hit your car, but since you're one of us, I know you won't complain."
Why don't you just have a handwritten note that said, "Sorry I hit your car. Call my lawyer and everything. His name is Rudolph." And just put Rudy Giuliani's phone number on there.
Sorry, all I can think right now is I just want a video.
You can think.
And this is gonna sound so weird. But I mean, hey, we all know that Elon's Trump's boyfriend. Can we get a video of him kissing him with tongue yet, please?
I've seen the AIs, unfortunately.
Well, he's definitely not getting it from his wife, so.
Exactly. Like I said, we all see Trump and his boyfriend, Elon Musk.
Okay, and I don't know why my camera is flashing like that, because the lights aren't flashing. I think it's just the light detection
light.
sensor. Yeah.
Cover that up.
Well, if I cover it up, or if I turn off the lights, I think it'll go to dark mode anyway. And now you can't see me.
No, I meant cover up the sensor. That it won't flash or keep on going off and on.
I don't know if I can cover the sensor.
Oh.
Hold on, maybe, because if I cover the sensor, it might cover the camera too. Because it might be the camera that is the sensor.
Also, Dad.
Usually that little white dot is a sensor, dude.
Father.
I don't see a white dot.
Father, man.
What, sweetheart?
You also, if you want to like beat the shit out of people in video games, You do have the Tears of the Kingdom there. You can beat the shit out of creatures in that game.
Except I am not good enough and I keep dying.
How?
He's not good enough.
I have literally died more in Tears of the Kingdom than I probably have died in every other Zelda game combined.
How?
Including Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I just keep dying.
What are you dying to?
He no good player. He's bad player.
I'm dying to everything.
What? Huh?
Like right now I'm in the underground spot, so I've got 1 heart. So every time I, walk around trying to figure out where the fuck I need to go next, I keep dying because people kill. Like all of a sudden, some monster I don't even see is throwing a stone at me, and I die.
Oh, I know where you are. Yeah, of course you're dying down there. That's literally the hard mode area. You're not supposed to go there until you're way later.
It was part of a mission. It's to activate the camera feature. I haven't even done that yet.
Yeah, no, that shit's hard. Of course you're dying down there. Everyone dies down there.
Spinner, I am not kidding. I had to reload a previous save because the area where I kept respawning was so close to a moblin and some of the Boko Boblin things that they were killing me within 5 seconds of spawning.
Yeah. The hard part about being down there is being down there.
Oh, by the way, I found the rest of the paragraph about the water thing. He said that just last month I halted water shipments into Tijuana until Mexico complies with the 44 Water Treaty. Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rawlings is standing for Texas farmers who will keep escalating consequences, including tariffs, maybe even sanctions, until Mexico honors the treaty and gives Texas the water they are owed. Sleepy Joe refused to lift the finger to help the farmers, complaining about the only sugar mill in Texas closed because Mexico is stealing water from Texas.
So basically, their capitalism failed them.
Yeah.
And now they want Donald Trump's help, or the government's help, specifically. Yeah.
But I'm gonna hop off the stream now.
As I was literally told by somebody when I told them that I'd lost $10,000 from my 401k the last week. Well, that sounds like a you problem.
That sounds like a you problem. It's coming through, problem. But I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go finish up crap that I need to do.
All right.
I shall probably call you specifically later, Father.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. As I said, I just needed a vent. So glad you could join us for a little bit. Love you, sweetheart.
Love you too, Dad. Bye.
Later, weirdo.
Hey, that weirdo's my daughter.
I know. She admits to being weird, so I call her a weirdo. So hey, she's a fellow weirdo.
So,
wow. Hey, here's something else. Donald Trump just cost the American government a few $100 million right now because he just canceled 6,300 migrants' Social Security numbers. Why do they have Social Security numbers? So they can pay taxes. Well, they're not going to pay taxes anymore, Donald. Good move. Oh my fucking gosh. That's a good news for employees that they get to pay their employees now taxes.
It's not like they get SSI benefits.
No, they have the numbers to pay taxes. Now they're not going to be able to pay taxes. Good move, Donald. Wow. So if you're an employee that has a temporary citizen status with Social Security number that's paying taxes, guess what? You can pay them under the table now. You don't have to report it. You just fucked up. Wow. Remember when they
And
kept on saying, "They're doing
I
our job"?
guarantee you, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, this is such a great thing."
Nobody thinks about this long run shit. I'm like, you want to cancel? You want to build to Factories of America? Okay, it'll take at least a year to 2 years to build the factories. Now you got to load the stuff with the stuff to make the products. Where you can get that? Overseas.
Oh yeah, no kidding, Dandelion. Oh fuck, I is
$93
that
million
is.
dollars.
I'm sorry. A military parade for your birthday is probably the most dictatorial thing that you could do and say you're still not a dictator.
Yeah, he wants to have tanks and soldiers, but he does not want to make sure kids can eat in school.
Oh yeah, just imagine how much money we could put towards that.
Or Meals on Wheels again. Hello.
Where are you? Ugh. Where the fuck are you?
I have no idea where you put your weed.
No, I'm in the car. I'm not going to smoke weed. Plus, I don't smoke weed.
Good answer.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, just that alone is going to cost probably more than the amount that the military would require. I wouldn't call him a dictator only because that sounds like an insult to potatoes.
And don't call him a pussy because he's not strong enough.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm trying to find something I was going to talk about real quick.
Well, I hope you enjoy drinking your tea and your soda and your beer at the store because that's going to get more expensive. What do you mean it's going to get more expensive? Oh, that stuff's made in America. Yes, it is, but the containers are not. Your prices are still going up, people. Some things people don't realize. They have to look at the long run. How's it going to affect? Oh, short term, no problem. But wait a minute. Yeah, look at the long run, people. China may be screwing us over. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the facts about that, but they may be. But he's making the American people, not the Chinese people, the American people fucking suffer. Okay, he's making the Chinese suffer by having them no more Marvel movies over there. And no Avatar. Oh shit, James. Oh my gosh, James Cameron's gonna go probably shitting his pants right now. Remember, China got the biggest market for Avatar and Transformers. Ooh, Michael Bay is out. Oh, that was my yeah. Oh my gosh, there's supposed to be a new Transformers movie in the works. I think that's got put on hold. Oh yeah, if memory serves me right, every single Transformer movie was a blockbuster hit in China. It may have bombed here like the Beast Wars, the Beast ones, but it soared in China. They love those movies. I'm sorry, Michael Bay. He just got broke. And what are you looking for exactly again?
A Star Wars toy that I may or may not put on the website.
Ah. Well, in case you haven't heard, Supreme Court said every member of the Supreme Court told Donald Trump they have to personally make sure this guy gets back to America, the one they deported by quote unquote clerical error, who they claimed was a gang member after they made it was a clerical error. I mean, they can fly Chrissy Nome to and from, but they can't find this guy back. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with them?
Okay, sorry. And yes, there you go, Richie. All right, so
Let's use the potatoes.
one of the things that I've been buying for the store, uh, because I also collect them for myself, are these Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron things. And I've got a bug in the car. Great.
Yeah, you're in the car.
So now one of the ones I picked up today or yesterday with Mrs. Vile was a Chicken Walker ATST. Can you see?
Yes.
The thing is, while I found 2 TIE fighters and I already have like 3 or 4 other TIE fighters, plus 1 opened for me, this is the first and only Chicken Walker I've come across. This is my dilemma. I want one for myself, but the profit margin from selling this would be, even at the low end, would be 300%, which is a lot higher than my 30% that I normally get for an item.
I was going to say, so there's no point in buying it yourself. Gotcha.
So, yeah, I really need to find another one at the price I paid so I can keep one for myself and then sell the other one. That way, even at that point, I'm still in the positives. These little TIE Fighter ones, they don't go for as much.
What, $5-6?
More like 10.
Mm.
But still, that even with after cost and everything, that profit margin is only going to be about 30%. But this, 300%. So I'm like, I need to sell it. It's not like, hold on. No, I didn't mention that. Yeah, last night I accidentally went to Mexico.
Accidentally?
Yes. Okay. Here's what happened.
There are something called road signs, dude. Were you driving in the desert? Come on.
Hold on. Basically, I had made a mistake shipping the wrong items to 2 people. And both of them were very understanding. I told them it was my screw up. The boxes looked the same. I wrote the wrong thing on the wrong box. So yeah, I screwed up. One of the guys happened to live here in San Diego. So I said, hey, when you receive it, can you let me know? And I can drive down there, switch out the items because the other person already received it and sent your item back. And I'll drive down there and meet you wherever you want. And we'll do the exchange. I'd already was able to ship out another, what the other person bought, because what they bought, I had multiple, more than one quantity of. So, I met the guy. We were down in San Ysidro. We went to Las Americas. It's like this big mall down by the border.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was down there, Mrs. Vile said that she would cross just to make it a date night type thing. And she was like, I'm hungry. We decided to go to Jack in the Box. And I thought, about like 2 years ago, they redid a lot of the freeway entrances in Las Americas. I thought I was getting on the 5 North. Instead, I was getting on the 5 South.
Oh, man.
And because that's the last exit before the border,
yeah, there's no San Ysidro there's no Jack in the Box in San Ysidro, dude.
There's a Jack in the Box in Otay.
Okay.
We were going to go to that one.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I'd hit the 5, hit the 905, and then go down to the Otay Mesa border crossing.
That one's been there forever.
So we drove from the Tijuana, San Diego Otay border crossing, essentially to the Otay in Mexico instead of the United States. And Mrs. Vi was like, well, if we're here, let's just go to Carl's Jr. because Carl's Jr. is cheaper and better in Mexico. And that's according to her. I mostly agree with her on that. The only thing I don't like is the Mexican one does not have the fried zucchini.
Oh. The fried zucchini here sucks, but I love fried zucchini.
The Carl's Jr. by my house, the fried zucchini is like the only thing they have I like.
No, there is nothing good to Carl's Jr. block from my house. There's literally one block from my house to Carl's Jr. It sucks. It's disgusting. They still have the plastic, flinty plastic up from COVID. They still have that up there. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And sorry for 1 second, I just realized I was so mad earlier I forgot to take my heartburn pill.
Oh boy. Yeah, I prefer the hobble up the hill to Jack in the Box than go to Carl's Jr. That's how bad it is.
Oh, and I'll show you guys that's something stupid.
No,
I decided
something stupid.
Okay, for the little micro things I was showing earlier, this is one that I kept for myself. It's the shuttle from Star Wars Rebels, the little ship that docks on the end of the Ghost.
Yeah.
All right, so the figures I have for it, I got rid of the Kanan Jarrus that came with it, but I kept Chomper. I'm going to modify him, right? Well, I also picked up this guy. He's just basically random character.
Fuzzy, I can't see.
Sorry, I don't think if I get closer, it's not going to zoom. But he's got a beard. That's basically the only facial feature he's got. He doesn't even have eyeballs. No, he doesn't have a mohawk. He's got hair.
Looks like a mohawk. Sorry.
So I'm going to modify this guy. I'm going to try to sand down his head a little bit to make him bald. And I'm going to put get some modeling clay or, something I can paint and give him a big fat belly. And this is going to be me.
That image that I sent on Blue Sky, that kind of looked like you. I'm like, that's like Mike. That's why I sent it to you on Blue Sky.
The other thing I have is this is originally Luke Skywalker. You can kind of still see he's the Endor one.
Yeah.
He still has like the robot hand glove and the other hand, which is skin tone colored, and he's got a lightsaber hanging from his belt. The only thing I've done with him so far is I painted his green tunic white and painted his pants a darker shade of black. And I'm gonna use this as a character in here. And of course, there's just enough room for a speeder bike in the back of the shuttle. It fits right along that little inner slot. And what I'm going to do with this thing, at least this is my idea. It's supposed to be the speeder bike from one of the movies or TV shows that's like really made out of scrap and stuff. Where the middle part is supposed to be hollow. It's supposed to be like bars and wires and cables and stuff. So what I'm thinking about doing is just cutting off the front and cutting that off in the middle and using like some really like paper clips or some other thin metal and actually making it into the wireframe from the show. And of course, painting it to look more like something I would have. Maybe I'll paint it red and purple like my old motorcycle.
Purple? Why purple?
The reason I got the motorcycle was because the original owner was painting it from the original red to purple. And he was taking it apart, shipping each part to the painting company. They would paint it and then ship it back, and then he put it back on the bike. Except at one point he took so many pieces off and sent them in that he forgot how to put it back together. So he told me if I could put it back together, I could have the bike, because he decided, screw it, I'm just going to buy a new one. So that's why it was a mixed match of red and purple.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the tariffs that China put on retaliatory tariffs. You know how much they put on America?
I don't know, but it's going to screw over farmers because they buy a lot of soybeans and corn.
Yeah, not 33, not 35, 34%. You know why 34%?
34 felonies?
Correct. I'm like, holy shit, that's funny. Like, where did they get this number from? Oh.
So yeah, there's that. I haven't checked my stock stuff in the last 24 hours to see if I've recouped any of my losses. Because when I checked on Tuesday for my 401k, my CDs, and the few stocks that I own, I had lost about $10,000.
Damn, euro is now at $1.35. Pound is now at $1.03. Yen is below 143. The dollar's crashing. Like I said, Dandelion, dollars, literally is going to be more valuable than the U.S. dollar. Sheesh. Do have that Canadian quarter. Don't know how I got one, but I got one.
Oh, and to go back to the shuttle thing. Okay, this is my idea, guys. Tell me if you like it. Sorry, I'm going to close that window. Okay, you see the cockpit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking about painting that like a World War II fighter with the shark mouth open. But I'm going to cut off the guns, or I want to see if I can figure out a way to take this thing apart without damaging it, and just remove the guns. And I want to put in a sensor dish instead, so that the only weapon will be this. And then what I'm going to do with this is, oh, sorry, there's a little turret on the back. I don't know if you can see it.
A little bit.
I'm gonna turn that into more of a harpoon and tow cable thing from like Star Wars, the snowspeeder. If you want, post a link to their channel. I might subscribe. It sounds like
that
fun.
Sounds funny.
And yeah, I'm so glad that people who can afford those original losses were able to recoup. Because what was it reported that Elon Musk somehow managed on the rebound to make $36 billion in the stock market?
Yeah, he's posted on Truth Social, Invest in America by by DJT, and before that was like America's coming back strong again. Then he said, yeah, buy DJT. Then a couple hours later, I'm pausing the tariffs. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? 2 senators right now are calling for every single member of Congress to release their buyings and their deals for any trade deals they've done since this whole thing started. Even they will release. And AOC is like, hey, I released my information if I bought any. We're going to release our information. Everybody needs to release their information. Even Pelosi needs to release her information. They're demanding every member of Congress.
Oh, and I don't know.
Marjorie Taylor Greene basically posted she made all this money. She bought all these stocks when the things were down. And all of a sudden it would pop back up.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
sorry.
what the hell happened?
Yeah. I'm sorry. From now on, I think all politicians in the United States should not be allowed to own any stocks.
Yeah, no member of Congress, no sitting member of Congress.
No, not just Congress members. I'm talking about Congress, presidents, cabinet members, governors, state senate, or state legislatures.
So basically, if you're elected
Judges.
official, if you're
None
elected,
of
no
them should be
stocks.
allowed it.
If your name's on the ballot, no stock options.
Now, even if your name isn't on a ballot, if you're an appointed judge, you should not be allowed to own stocks either. And yeah, I posted the StreamYard link because I don't know if I pinned it in the YouTube comments. So if anyone else wants to come up, feel free.
I don't think you did pin it.
I may not have even posted it. I was so angry to begin with.
No, you did not.
Because so far the only people that showed up were people I sent the direct link to. You and Caddy. And I did put something, over, and it's still flashing, so it's obviously not that. I think it's like right now, the smoke is interfering, getting between the light a little bit. And I'm not going to vet you this time because, as I said, pissed off stream.
It's me.
Yay.
Are you sure?
Story. No, I'm not entirely sure. I ended up staying at work till like 7:30 or 7:45 or something because I was trying to finish. Well, I do the newsletters.
Yeah.
And in the newsletter, we have links to photos of all the plants. And of course, right now there's like a lot of plants. And don't forget all their spouses and family members as well. I don't know. I think it would make more sense instead of not being able to own stocks, you have to put all your assets in a blind trust.
No, because then you could still tell your executor of the trust to do stuff.
Basically, it's been a tradition that the president puts their financial in a blind trust when they take office. That's what Obama did. What Bush Senior did.
I think there would be a way to do it though.
There is. Bush did it. Carter did it.
Where it's managed by, like a nonpartisan organization manages it or something like that. And it's not, and it's no individual stocks. It's got to all be like ETFs or something like that.
Yeah. How about this? If they own stocks before they get elected, all their stocks get frozen permanently. They can't buy, sell, or trade.
That would be fine.
And yeah, Richie, that's one of the reasons I said appointed judges too, because remember, Supreme Court judges are appointed. They're not elected.
And surprise, surprise, that when they wanted to vote on do they have to dispose any gifts or anything? Surprise, surprise. Guess who said no? Clarence Thomas.
I'm shocked.
Why would you give a gift
When I
to a
came up
judge in the first place? I'm like, hello.
I got home too late for supper, so now I'm eating crunchy toast. So I'm just going to mute while I eat my toast. I have to go to bed because I still have to get up at 8:30 and get back to work. So,
well, I worked yesterday, so I don't have to work tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got the day off. I'm hoping to spend it with the kids and then going down to Mexico to spend the weekend with Mrs. Vile.
I was thinking about going to the museum tomorrow.
They have a free museum?
No, I get a 97% discount.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, there's yeah. The Exploratorium has a new space astronomy exhibit going on, and of course the Cal Academy has the dinosaur exhibits. And I'm like, which do I want to go to? I can go to both of them, but one's in the middle of the park, one's in the water, by the water.
Speaking of astronomy, my landlord apparently hates trees because he cut down like all the trees in the back, like it's an acre property. And so all the trees behind the house got cut down, which kind of sucks because now there'll be no shade in the summer, but will be nice because now I have like a really good view of like a lot more sky. So,
well, Saturday is the pink moon.
All right. It's funny you should say that. At one of the places I used to live at, when I was living there, they decided to cut down a lot of the tall, skinny cypress trees that we have here in California, which we shouldn't have because they're not indigenous.
Okay.
But they decided, the HOA got together and decided every one of that street was going to put their money together and they were going to cut those things in half. Because of the high winds, they were worried they were going to fall down, right?
And of course, cutting them in half makes them more prone to falling down.
Literally the next time, 2 of them fell down, including on the place I used to live on.
Yeah, trees actually kind of know what they're doing. So
It was just kind of funny. I'm like, those things have been there for 50 years or more without falling over. Then they cut the tops off of them and cut them in half, and then immediately they fall down.
yeah, not even slightly surprised.
Oh, last night there's a blue aurora above Fairbanks. Oh,
It was cloudy here last night.
yeah, let's see too. Otherwise, I would have sent you a message saying look up.
It's
Very little
supposed to be
chance you can
nice.
see any.
It's supposed to be nice, like clear next week, I think. Weekend and next week. So I probably will get a nice view of the moon this weekend. Actually, it's looked pretty nice earlier tonight through the clouds even.
Yeah, it's going to be it's 98% full right now, and Saturday is the pink moon, so it'll look pink when it's full.
Cool.
Is it like supposed to be a blood moon, or why is it going to be pink this time?
Or is that just what it's called?
It's what it's called.
But
There's like
what
a
makes
moon
it
and a
look
full
pink?
moon.
That's my question, because
super-
I've never heard of a
it's-
pink moon before.
It's a super moon. It's going to look pink.
Because it takes place during cherry blossom season. No, that's what it is. They're named for like the time of the year, right? There's like the wolf moon and the harvest moon, right? There's like different names for each moon in the year.
Yeah, but I know the
Yeah.
blood moon was called the blood moon because it literally appears red when it's coming over the horizon because it's in the shadow of the Earth.
The blood moon was called because of the first lunar eclipse in nearly 3 years.
Yeah, but it also was supposed to look red.
Yeah. Around 8:20, 8:30 is when it's actually full. 8:22 is when it gets specific. But Saturday evening, the pink
Here we
moon
go.
is
We've got
happening.
January is the wolf moon. February is the snow moon. March is the worm moon. April is pink moon. May is flower. June is strawberry. July is buck. August is sturgeon. And September is harvest. October is hunter's moon. November is the beaver moon. Sorry, I'm 12. December is the cold moon. So each moon has like a name for like.
Well, I don't. Why
Usually
do they have
tells you
two?
about the time of year. or
I'm
something, you know.
confused. Why do they have 2 hunters' moons?
Was hunter's moon twice? Sorry, eating still.
No. You said hunter's moon and beaver moon because I'm pretty sure on beaver moon people are going to be hunting for that.
Good luck. Guys, I have a hard time finding it.
But I believe the
Alright.
pink moon is because it's like blossom season.
Yeah, it's cherry blossom season. I took a couple of pictures of cherry blossom in Golden Gate Park last week.
Yeah, the cherry blossoms are gorgeous here right now. A little early this year, though.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was because the moon itself looked like it was turning pink. So I misunderstood. I apologize.
Nope, that would be cool, but no, sadly, that is not the case. Unless, you're looking at it through a cherry tree.
Actually, this moon will have a slight pinkish hue to it.
Well, what's interesting is there's a Japanese garden in Balboa Park, and I think it's the only part of San Diego that we have cherry blossoms. So could try to go down to Balboa Park and see if I could see the moon at night. What night did you say this was?
Saturday.
No, I'll be in Mexico.
I'm gonna say Friday would be nice too, but if you're already gone, then
Just look up Saturday, dude. Around 8:20, look up.
Yes, but I'll be in Mexico. I can't go to Balboa Park if I'm in Mexico.
you know what? The moon will still be pretty impressive looking on whenever you're back. Sunday night, Monday.
Yes,
Dude,
but we were talking about looking at the moon through a cherry blossom tree. Because that's the only place I know of in San Diego that has cherry blossoms.
It could be just
you don't have to look
past full moon and still look at it.
You don't have to look through a cherry blossom tree to see a pink moon. Okay, it'll be slightly pink.
Okay.
No, if I really wanted to see a pink moon, I could go to Pornhub. But I'm bumped.
Wah, wah, wah. Aw.
All right. I think I'm going to leave you people. I got to go to bed. I'm tired. I have to get up in a couple of hours and go back to work and finish doing the newsletters, which I did not get finished today because I think I must have taken like 1,000 photographs, like between me and the guy that helps me do the photographs. And then I had one person at work help me label some of them today because we just go out and we take photographs. And then when you get back, you like copy and paste out of the database. And at the same time, you double check to make sure there's actually some of that plant available for sale. They're not already sold or so.
Yeah, I know. When I post stuff to eBay all the time, there were times I've been like, I'll start to post something because I'm like, oh, I didn't post this yet. But just in case I do a search on my own listings, I'm like, oh crap, I actually did already post this. So now I gotta
posted this twice. Shit.
Yeah.
Did you like that picture I posted?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you like that statue I posted?
I haven't looked at Instagram today.
Oh, speaking of Instagram, Daniel, did you hear the intro to this? The reason why I even did the stream tonight?
No, I got home literally when I appeared in your chat was when I got home.
Okay, well, part of it was basically I'd signed up for Instagram today.
Okay.
If you want to shoot me something, we're friends on Facebook, right? Are we? I don't know.
I don't have Facebook.
Oh, never. Well, then how do you have Instagram?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Dude, I will give her your Instagram name when I get it. Okay.
Yeah, give her my real name because it's Mike is not part of my Facebook name.
Yeah, I will give it to her I'll give it to her. Okay.
And I'm gonna try to see if I can change it to the SD Game Swap stuff later.
Was it the Rube Goldberg machine thingy that you sent me? Was that the one you wanted me to say that's hilarious? Or was there something? Oh, I see the statue. That's pretty cool. Is that like an actual statue somewhere?
Yes, it was just installed today. I got there before the crowd actually got it. It's in Barcadero. It's right in front of the Barcadero Plaza. And that thing is tall.
It looks pretty big. Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very cool.
All right. Well, unless someone else jumps on, I'll probably end in a few minutes anyway. As I said, I started this thing just so I could vent because I needed to calm down.
Sorry, may I just ask quickly what you vented about?
Okay. As I was dealing with Instagram, this guy walks up to me. I was sitting in the parking lot to one of my stores. And a guy walks up to me. I'm sitting in my car just like this. And he says, California, full of liars, thieves, N-words, faggots, and homosexuals.
Lovely.
And basically, yeah, I did get up I got out of my car and got up in his face. I didn't threaten to hit him because I told him I wasn't stupid enough to hit him. And when he was like, what are you gonna do? Hit me? And I'm like, no, I'm not that stupid. But yeah, he was calling, he was insulting black people. He was insulting gay people. He was calling me gay. He was calling me fat. And I wanted to punch his fucking Trump hat off his face. And if you look at the thumbnail, that thumbnail is a picture of him because when he went inside the store, I started a short live stream just it's unlisted, just in case I ran into him again. And yes, when I was talking to the security, we literally ran into him.
Jeez.
So it's a very bad picture of him, but that's because when I'm inside the store, my signal strength is shit.
I didn't actually see a thumbnail. I just sort of saw that you were doing your stream and came right on over because why wouldn't I? Who are you on Instagram?
Well, it's under my real name, so I'll tell you later.
Okay. No
I don't want to necessarily dox myself, even though if you buy something from me, it'll have my real name on there.
Put it in the private chat. I guess Eli, who's not there.
I can do it real quick. Hold on, but I got you get a close up on my mug.
I'm here. This is loading my bowl. Sorry,
Oh,
what?
no, we're just looking for the Instagram link on or in the private chat. I was just gonna do it now while have Instagram open.
Well, look for that name, including the underscore.
Okay.
You'll see a picture of a much younger version of me wearing a cowboy hat while taking a nap.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna add you right now. Let me do this. Hang on a second.
Found
Use my
you.
phone and my computer. Hang on. Can you type fast?
I missed that, Richie. Yeah, by all means, family comes first, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, I'm
Oh.
following you.
Hang on, it's one
Real
word,
name
not two.
is Dial
Duh.
Bob.
I can't spell. Damn it.
It's okay, Elihu.
Sorry.
We're done. We got it.
Sorry.
I'm following him now. We're good.
I found you. I got you.
All right, I just got the notification.
Now you can check out all my hiking photographs.
And my weird odd photos as well.
Well, what I was trying to set up was more social
I get
media
back to
stuff
this?
for
Damn
the GameSwap store.
Mm-hmm.
So, he just kicked himself off. So what I'm trying to, that's why I signed up, is that way I could do a single post for an item from the store that I can post to Facebook, Blue Sky, maybe
Right.
Twitter. I don't know if I want to go back to Twitter. Instagram. I even downloaded Snapchat, but I haven't even opened the app yet.
Yeah, I used to just use Snapchat just because the filters were funny.
So I'm going to be learning how to use that stuff. So yeah, that's my plan. And what's even funnier is I set an alarm on my phone saying, drop what you're doing and make your social media posts, essentially.
Oh, nice. Sorry, hit the power button. Elihu.
All right.
That's okay. Like I said, I'm going to go and get.
By all means, thanks for chatting for a while.
Yep. I'll see
letting me
you
bitch and moan.
See you on Sunday. Are we still doing the pre-political chat on Monday? Or on
Yeah,
Sunday?
tomorrow or Saturday, I'll start setting up the streams. And since I got, if I can you do private messages on Instagram? I don't even know.
Yes, you can. You can DM me shit on Instagram.
So in that case, if I figure out how, I'll just DM you directly the StreamYards link.
Mm-hmm.
In case you want to join.
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty.
We can. I usually don't like to follow them from Instagram though, because then I have to get it. I can only have Instagram on my phone, and then I have to try and get it onto the computer. It's always a pain.
Yeah. Well, I stream from my phone like 75 to 90% of the time now, just because that way I don't use up my hotspot data.
Right. Well, I'm on Wi-Fi, so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, when I'm streaming from the driveway next to the house, my Wi-Fi barely comes through the house, and we got it's a mobile home. It's not really like thick walls. What the hell?
I don't have cell service where I live. I have to have the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Like I have cell service, but there's just like a half a bar of service where I live. So if there's no power, I pretty much can't. Like I can't do any internet stuff. I can barely make a phone call. Like I have my phone set to use the voice over Wi-Fi, which is a setting that I only learned about last year. But anyway.
Well, I'm learning new stuff all the freaking time too.
Right? But I'm like, hey, that's cool. I can I was chatting with upstairs and they're youngsters and they didn't know about that either. So I didn't feel that. It was a much younger friend who told me about that. He's like, oh, just use voice over Wi-Fi. I'm like, what? He's like, it's in your settings. And there it was.
Is that like making a phone call over Wi-Fi? Same thing?
I assume something like that. Yeah, it just uses the Wi-Fi instead of the cell service.
Yeah, when my phone has that thing too. It's just Wi-Fi. I think it's under Wi-Fi calling.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do another stream, but between now, it depends if I pick up the kids or not tomorrow. If I don't
Okay.
pick up the kids, I might just do another one of these streams, which are now going to be called the community offensive streams because of what happened last time.
Sure. Is NB again on? Is NB going to join us on Sunday for that?
Well, no, that's not going to be that. It's the community offensive streams are going to be whenever I feel like it streams.
Right. Yeah. No worries.
But I have no idea if he's going to join or not. After what I just experienced, if he wants to say certain things, he might get booted again.
Okay. But yeah, like he was saying certain things and I just left. So
Yeah.
nope. I just noped out on that one. And anyway.
All right. I'm going to end the stream. Later,
Oh,
folks.
Mr. Quacky Duck will probably follow you too, and then you can check out some other of my hiking photos. All right.